So if you can see here, what we got going on here is the eradication of the sweet potato bed. Where they're actually standing right now has already been done. Which y'all ain't stepping on no plants, right?
No.
Okay. And then up in there is where they're getting the new plants, continuing the process here. Where y'all at? Cleaver Farm sweet potato plot. Did a pretty good job. Inaugural year growing his own slips. From reading, really there wasn't any substantial publications out there from the University of Kentucky, nor Kentucky State University, our land grant universities, on sweet potatoes, but we gained a little knowledge from sweet potato growers in other states, i.e. Arkansas. So what you do, you grab the top of a good amount. A two-person system looks like it might work better than a one, who knows. We don't know how they cut them at traditional sweet potato farms, but we're using a tree snapper or whatever, tree cutter, limb cutter. Looks to be doing a suffice job. We'll see what happens later in the growing if we did correctly. Come around here. Got the rubber band?
Yeah, you still got room.
Put them on there.
We got
Another handful or so. Right now we're on the, like I said, the Nancy Halls, the whites. Heirloom variety, I believe. We're going to eradicate all of those, as you can tell in the different leaves. As I said before, we got Nancy Halls first here that they're cutting now. On the right side of that, we got conventional Beauregard. And then we got heirloom variety Puerto Ricans at the end. Let's go ahead and band those. We're going to band those right now. So as you can see, a pretty good load of what is that, about 5 feet? Yeah. About 5 feet of sweet potatoes, slips. Alright. Go ahead and finish out there. We'll band the rest of them. Put it back in there. She was already out.
Sitting right there.
Sitting right here.
Put this right there.
Cover it up before we leave. All those whites. Potatoes like so on top of the ground, they're not supposed to be that way. You should have a good inch and a half to 2 inches of soil over the potato. But as you can see, over time in watering, the mulching has went down below the potato like that one there by his left foot. Those two right there. We'll have to cover those up before regrowth.
Those
Lights too.
different. It's purple.
Right here.
Yep.
One little pile right there, the tall one. You get this right here too. Evo, what you doing, girl?
Something else.
That'd be good, I reckon. All right, stand out there. Stand right there. Don't stand down there. All right, we got you. Take a little rubber band balls. Take one off and continue the second. once again. Sweet potato. All right, let's go down here with the Puerto Ricans and see how many we got, and we might cut a few more. So the Puerto Rican reds. Puerto Ricans. The way we are going and telling about it is that these actually have red roots on them, if you can tell. See the red roots here? So that's how we tell that they're Puerto Rican reds. Let's go ahead and cut another swap, man.
Hold and cut.
Hold and cut. These are longer. In efforts to try to save some of the plants we got that had actual roots on them. They came from a local supplier in western Kentucky. We put some in the mulch pile. Still banded. Might have been a problem, but some lived and some didn't. And it's an experiment of how to save over sweet potatoes for later planting when you're not ready to go, or you get caught with rain or something like that. In theory, and as we've seen over the past couple of years we've been growing, we have seen that as long as the root is still alive, they will make it in the ground. So what we want to see is if we can still plant these that do not have any tops. Foliage on top is burnt down or died. We want to know if we can put this in the ground, it will still grow. Like I said, these are still rubber banded, as you can see. I'm going to pull a couple rubber bands off and replant them and see what happens. Rubber band's been in the sun and it's dry rotted, heat rotted. And as we pull it apart, we see that the root is still alive and well. In theory, if well kept watered correctly, these plants are still viable to be put in the ground. Sweet potato is a hard crop to kill. We've seen that over the past 2 years. We've seen the tops completely die in the field. We actually have some at this Sonora plot this year in 2013 that have died. We just want to know if the root is the only thing you really need to plant. Of course, we tend to think that if you have the tops growing and never die, that they'll rebound and take off the growth better. But as you'll see when we get to the plot, and as you've seen in the earlier video, they will rebound and have regrowth of the actual foliage.
Plus, that's
Puerto Rican Reds.
that's never gonna make the internet anyway.
You never know.
Edit it.
So you don't edit.
He edits.
No, I don't edit.
He erases.
I thought about getting somebody that can edit for us.
He erases.
I can edit if I just learn how to do it.
We're done.
Anyway.
He erases.
Get out of the way real quick. All right, so we probably got more than 1,000 plants in there. Might have to clean them up a little bit, but as you can see, we still got a huge plot of sweet potatoes that have not even been touched yet. From here to here, for Puerto Rico. You can see out here. Here to here. Whites. Still got a lot of Beauregards in the middle. We got about equal amount of Beauregards. Equal amount. Lesser amounts of
This alone right there should take about, make about 5,000 plants.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
Well, easy, yeah.
You're talking about 10,000 plants.
This is what's left of Puerto Ricans here over. From here over is probably all the Beauregards and whatnot. Beautiful plants, beautiful plants. Thank you.